In the heart of Gaza, where the sunsets painted the skies with defiant beauty, Eman grew up seeing the world not just as it was, but as it could be. A world of light, hope, and endless possibility. Even when shadows lingered on the streets outside, she filled her pages with the colors of dreams. Her room was more than just a space. It was a sanctuary, a place where creativity bloomed even when the world seemed to close in. At just 19, Eman wasn't just an artist, she was a prodigy. Her teachers marveled at her intellect. Her friends admired her artistry. When she graduated high school with the 12th highest score in Gaza, it felt as if the world had finally opened its arms to her. Her dream was simple: to study fine arts abroad, to share the stories of her people through her art, to give a voice to those whose stories were often left unheard. But dreams in Gaza are fragile things. When violence erupted once more, it took everything. Her home was reduced to rubble. Her beloved art supplies buried beneath the ruins. The university she once walked to every morning now stood silent, its gates shut, its classrooms empty. And yet, even in the silence, Eman refused to surrender. Her sketchpad became her voice. Each page a story, a testament to survival. Olive trees still growing in the bombed fields. Children playing as if joy was their only shield. A girl with a pencil in her hand, refusing to be silenced. I will rebuild. One sketch, one dream, one step at a time. Eman began applying to universities abroad, pouring her heart into every application. She wrote about resilience, about creating art in the shadow of destruction. But each step felt heavier. Power outages left her working by candlelight, the hum of drones overhead a constant reminder of the danger outside. When the acceptance letter finally arrived, it felt like the first drop of rain after a long drought. A prestigious art school overseas wanted her. But reality soon set in. Travel, tuition, and living expenses were barriers as daunting as the walls that surrounded her home. So, she turned to her community. She shared her story. And the people of Gaza and her friends from the cross-border countries who had so little gave all they could. Small donations, handwritten notes of encouragement, reminders that she wasn't alone, that her dreams mattered. But as the months passed, the donations slowed. The worsening conditions in Gaza made it harder to give. Still, Eman held on. She painted, using scraps of materials she could find, pouring her gratitude and hope into every brushstroke. Then, one day, a letter arrived. A donor, touched by her story, had sent more than just words. The final amount she needed to cross the border was now in her hands. When the Rafah border finally reopened, Eman stood at the crossing. She turned back once, taking in the land that had shaped her, the people who had raised her, and the struggles that had defined her. This is not the end. It's only the beginning. She was whispering. In her new home, Eman thrived. Her professors were captivated by her art. Her classmates listened, moved by the stories she told through her sketches. And as her exhibitions grew, so did her voice, echoing far beyond the borders she once thought would hold her forever. Eman's story reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable loss, dreams can endure. Beauty can rise from ashes. And hope is never truly lost.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.